One thing I do want to show you is how to create a form from multiple tables, because we have tables that are linked together and sometimes you need to pull data from both tables at the same time. So we're going to go to the Create tab and we're going to use the Report Wizard. We're going to go ahead and grab information first from the Business Analyst table. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the drop-down menu and go to Business Analysts. I'm going to go ahead and bring over the Business Analyst number, first name and last name. I'm then going to go to the client table in the drop-down menu at the top and get client information like the client number, the client name, the amount paid, and the current due. So I'm pulling information from the BA table and the client table. I'm then going to go ahead and hit next, and I'm going to let it sort by the business analyst table. So you're going to see that you actually do have to sort by one or the other. Do you want to group by business analyst, or do you want to keep it with everything contained by the clients? And since they're all unique clients, there is no grouping because there's no way to group since they're all the same clients. However, we're going to group by business analyst so we can see the information by the business analyst inside of there. We're then going to actually go ahead and keep the sorting of the business analyst number because that's their unique value. And then we're going to go ahead and actually sort the records within that. So we're grouping by business analyst and we're sorting then by client number in ascending order. Then on the next page, you're going to be able to pick that layout. We're going to go ahead and choose stepped and portrait. And what I want to do though is go back one step because there's actually some more options on this screen that we haven't really accessed before. And that's called your summary options. So your summary options would allow you to be able to add in subtotals and totals right away without having to create them manually once we get into layout view. So we can actually add sums, averages, mins, and max really quickly in here without having to do it when we get the report all made. So unlike the last video where we went in and added the totals manually, we're going to make the report wizard do it for us so it's ready to go for both amount paid and current due. On the next screen, we're going to do stepped, but we're going to do landscape view because we do have a lot of data and it's probably going to go further across the page than it would go down. And then we're going to go ahead and name this clients by analyst. We're then going to hit finish, and you're going to see that we've created a great summary here of everything, but we have some data that's really just not showing very well. So I'm going to go ahead and actually what's kind of interesting too is that when you're in this print preview mode, you have this ability to zoom in and out on here to see how things look when you're zoomed in and out. But you can see we've got lots of pound signs here and we're really not seeing everything we want. So let's go ahead and close print preview. This is a very, very large view of each of these areas, but we're going to go into layout view and adjust some stuff. So I don't need this much room for the business analyst last name. It's a lot smaller than that. So I'm going to grab the last name field and make that smaller. I'm going to bring the first name over. I really don't need that much room either. Adjust the width of that. Client number, I'm going to bring over to make it more readable. And adjust the width, bring the name over. And you can see that we just have some values that are sitting on top of each other, like amount paid. And we have current due here. And then I don't even know where the current due values are right now, as you can see, because I can't tell what's happening. So I'm going to need to go check some stuff. I'm going to need to check out some values here because I'm pretty sure, I want to just double check, but I'm pretty sure these are the amount paid numbers. This looks like it's a current due column, but I don't know where the rest of the current due values are that were originally supposed to be on here. So I'm going to need to double check. So let's go do that real quick. Amount paid for Bavant Hospital is supposed to be $0 and Buddha is supposed to be $2,500. So I'm going to go to the client table and look at Bavant, which is 0, and Buddha, which is $2,500. So that's correct. That's the amount paid. I'm looking for $7,500 for Bavant for current due. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and adjust this to bring those back in. On the design tab, I can add existing fields And in that case, I can then bring in current due again. And see, this is some of the issues when you have the wizard do stuff for you, is that it doesn't give enough space for things to appear. And so you have to come in and manually adjust this. So I'm actually going to delete the current due. So I'm going to click on current due. And I'm going to hold shift and select the totals. I'm going to delete that. And I'm going to bring the current due in. It's going to place it all the way over to the right, but I'm just going to drag across till I get past amount paid. And now it's got those values. And we already know how to total those. And look, there's my current due. It finally popped back up. Whew, okay. I'm going to delete that though, because I don't need that. So I just select it and hit delete on my keyboard. I'm then going to go ahead and total this out. So current due, I'm going to go to totals and do a sum. It looks like it's popping it just a little bit higher than I want it to be. So I want to align it with the other value. And there we go. Okay, so this is starting to look better. I'm going to go ahead and make sure my other numbers using that one is one I don't need because that was a value. Oh, wait, no, actually I do need a value. That is the amount paid value overall. And this one would be the current due value overall. Okay. So sometimes, like I said, you're going to need to adjust things as needed to be able to see what's going to happen. Now, you can see it says sum here. I don't know about you, but I don't really dig the word sum. So I'm going to go ahead and put that total for BA 27. I'm going to copy that. So I'm going to select this text, copy it, and go here. And oh, it looks like it's going to put the number in there each time because it's a repeating value. So I'm going to just put total for BA and it's going to update all of them. And actually you can take this whole label and drag it over here so that way we can actually see it with the numbers because otherwise that doesn't make a lot of sense. All right. That's a good looking form right there. I like that. If I go into preview mode, I can see what it's going to look like when it gets all printed out, and that's looking good. And then I'm going to go ahead and save this and be done with reports for right now.